Hi there, this is Jen. I'm going to show you guys how to split a chicken breast to make it easier and more consistent thickness for cooking. Quite often I actually buy chicken breasts that are whole. This is where the breastbone goes through the chicken and it's butterflied open, and it's actually two whole gigantic breasts. It's the breast and part of the wing meat. I like buying these because they're actually right off the bird and they're not brined at all. There's no retained solution in these. They're not easy to find, but you can get them from a good butcher. So we're doing chicken tikka this week, and I want to actually be able to roast these in the oven instead of grilling because it's still really rainy where I am and I'll never get a charcoal lit in this weather. So what I have is a chicken, one of the basic big chicken breasts, and I've cleaned out this part here, or I'll just trim this part out. This is where the wing shoulder cartilage was attached. I'll make sure that's cleaned off. I'll make sure there's no breastbone cartilage here from the sternum. Make sure I'm pretty clean. Now the secret to doing this, there's two secrets. One of them is making sure your cutting board is right against the edge of your countertop, right where you are, so you can actually get this part of the knife underneath the cutting board to get it as flat as possible. Also, my knife is a boning knife, so it's flexible. That doesn't really help too much with this, but it actually gives me a little bit of an edge when sawing back and forth. I can get this around my hand and not actually cut the palm of my hand. So the secret to doing this is get the chicken right on the edge of your board, as close as possible without dropping it on the floor, and putting your hand nice and flat. Now if you look at the position of my hand, it's actually, my hand's nestling inside the shorter part here. I'm going to keep my hand as flat as possible and then work that down as I go. So hopefully this is a good angle for you and the light's not too bad. I have a bright light on here, sorry. So we're going to go nice and flat to hold it from rocking back and forth, and put my fingertips up, and I'm going to go right across, but I'm going to get really close to the board here. I'm going to get almost where I can see right down how close I am and see if I got a parallel cut. So I'm going to get all in there, get about halfway. I'm going to saw back and forth, and if I can feel on my hands, I'm not going to cut myself with my knife. I know when to pick my hand up. I'm going to go a little further, rock my hand down a little some more, and I have two chicken breasts, 1 and 2. So that makes it a little more consistent thickness to get this marinade in here. Sorry, that's awful bright. Or sorry, I'm trying to wiggle my light here. It makes it a little bit better consistency to get the marinade soaked in, and they'll actually cook much faster on the sheet pan. We're going to try doing these on the sheet pan, and if it really stinks, I'll end up telling you guys to light up a grill. The yogurt marinade is going to tenderize this where it actually shreds into pieces, so do not flip out when you pull it out of the yogurt marinade and it starts looking like it's half cooked and it's already falling apart. That's what you really want. The yogurt enzymes tenderize the meat really, really well, and they get flavorful really quickly, and it takes a lot less time to cook. So that's how to do a chicken breast, and I'll catch you on the next video.